Hello, friends. It's 2023. All right, and I am already blown away just by the fact that it's 2023. Today, I am setting up my Archer and Olive bullet journal using stickers from Marigona Suli Art on Etsy, as well as some fun ripped paper from my pastel A5 Archer and Olive notepad. And the reason why I'm laughing is because I thought that I had lost this for the last week, and I could not find it anywhere. Second I buy a new one, then all of a sudden I see it and it was right in front of me. Like, literally right in front of me. But that's fine. So we're going with kind of this winter cats theme, and I'm doing this for my cover, my monthly goals / brain dump page, as well as my first monthly spread of the month. Or not monthly spread, my first regular spread of the month. And I just really like how everything kind of fits together. I think that I'll probably still be sticking with a wintry, potentially New Year's-y theme for the rest of January. I usually try to theme the stickers I use, although they aren't necessarily fitting with the theme of the month, if that makes sense. So, like, for example, in November, I might do all leaves stickers or something, but, you know, my overall theme that month might have been, what was it in November this year? It was like playlist Polaroids from Julianne Doodles. I don't know. But I will say that 2022 was a year. It was long. And I feel like the last 5 or 6 months of it felt like an entirely separate year. And I don't know if that's just like trauma speaking or what, but it was a doozy. You know, that being said, we still got a lot done, right? And did a lot of things, but it also kind of felt like a little bit of a backslide for me. For me, in terms of like my health and fitness, my mental health was not where I wanted it to be at. And neither was my physical health. And so I'm really going to be working on that in 2023. Oh, that's still so weird. But 2023 is already going to be full of so many awesome things, like our wedding and going to Go Wild. We're calling it Go Mild because we're not going to the event itself. We're just going to DC at the same time because we want to see the people, but we also want to, you know, have a bunch of free time to explore the city and all of that stuff. We're also going to be seeing Lizzo in concert in April, and if you know me, you know that I love Lizzo. Like, she's one of my favorite artists ever. And so that is going to be really enjoyable. Another thing happening in 2023, I don't actually know if I've officially announced this or not on here, but I do have a website now, and I've been blogging a little bit. And so I'm going to be posting a lot of like reading-ish blogs, but also kind of how my journey with goal setting is going, because I'm starting really hard in on the Moxie Life system, like actually using it the way that it's meant to be used. If you know, you know, because I was big into skipping the weekly actions, except the weekly actions help you reach the monthly goals, and then you never reach the annual goals, and that's why I still don't know how to play the ukulele. Yeah. But I am excited about that. And I'll be posting most of that stuff on Instagram as well. If you want to like follow along and hold each other accountable, you know I'm here for that. I'm trying to get Gil to start, you know, actually writing down his goals, just because it's really hard to know what you're trying to accomplish if you don't write it down. No shade to him. I know he's watching this. But that was great. In 2022, we also started a podcast. Caitlin and we started Professionally Planned, and that has been weirdly successful for us. It's not like, we're just doing it for fun for the most part, but it's been really nice sort of catching up with each other every few weeks. I'm hoping that we can, we're working on getting a better schedule so that it's more regular, potentially even weekly, I don't know. But we will see on that. One thing I'm hoping to actually use more in 2023 is my monthly, sort of, this actual page that we're looking at right now. I'm a big user of Google Calendar, as we probably know, but I don't find myself actually writing things in the monthly, and then I have to look at my phone or my computer to see what I have going on, and then sometimes I get a little bit distracted because those places are full of other things that are fun, not work. And another thing, you will notice this, that there is not going to be a social media planner this year. And reason being is that I didn't feel like it needed a digital planner and a physical planner. I felt like I wasn't getting enough out of each. So what I'm going to be doing instead is tracking some social media stuff in the my regular bullet journal in terms of sort of like things that I need to do, for example, like things I need to work on, and using Notion to actually track what my ideas are and what day things are going to be posted, etc. Because I feel like I really liked having more space to actually, make plans and play with my stickers, but I feel like for me, I tend to use too many planners and then occasionally size down to too few. But I think right now with having like my digital planner and then my little Moxie Life for goal setting and my book journal for books, right? I think that is enough for me. And, we'll see. If I miss it, I'll go back to it. And I always have, like a little bit of a journal that I just use for making things when I feel like it. So, like, that's sort of where my monthly goals or my yearly goals page came from on my Instagram. That's because I just was like, I'm gonna make this thing on here because I want to and it looks fun. Even though, like, I have my yearly goals in my Notion. Sometimes I just need to have them on paper, and that's okay, right? You can use one planner, you can use 20 planners. You're still a part of the planner community. Even if you're not currently using a planner, you're still part of the planner community. So that's kind of where I stand on that. Also, can we just point out this quote, which is, "Time spent with cats is never wasted." Hard agree. Like, I love dogs. I really do. But it is so much more special when a cat likes you than a dog. Because cats can be very temperamental and choosy when it comes to people. But if a cat likes you, that means a lot of things. And, oh my god. These stickers are seriously just so cute. Like, she seems to really have, like, sort of three main color schemes. There's this purple and pink version. There's this sort of very warm autumnal. And then kind of a green and mauve mix going on. So I've been predominantly using and buying the pink and purple ones from her shop. And she's in Germany, I think. So it takes a little bit to get here, but, like, not too much. I think mine was here when I got back from vacation, and I had ordered it while we were on vacation, maybe? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But speaking of 2022, we went to New Hampshire for Christmas to hang out with Gil's brother and his parents, and it was pretty nice. It was. There was one part where we lost power, and the apartment that we were staying in was still, like, full of the person who previously lived there's stuff, which was a little bit difficult, but overall it was a really nice vacation. It was really nice just sort of spending time with family. I am trying to work on in 2023 sort of, getting closer with family and closer with friends, because they're sort of like your found family, as you know. And, that's something that's hard for me, I guess. Like, I mean, obviously it is. I'm in therapy for it, but sometimes, just saying things out loud can really help you realize what you're trying to sort of manifest in the year to come. So this is it. This is my accountability, right? So like one of my goals for the month is to set up a bi-weekly game night, because we have a lot of games. We know a fair amount of people who like want to play games, but they either don't have them or they don't have enough people to play them, things like that. And so we're gonna try and sort of set that up, and I think it's gonna be fun, right? Like, we bought Captain Sonar and you need 10 people to play it, so yeah, we need to set something up for that. And I know last year one of my goals was to set up a monthly date night with Gil, because, we want to show that romance isn't dead. And that has really worked out for us. It helps that, that was simultaneously a way for us to sort of explore Knoxville and try new restaurants and things like that. So, like, this coming January, we're going to this kind of, like, tapas Latin fusion place that we've wanted to go to for a while. They have amazing looking like empanadas and patatas bravas, and it's just exciting. It doesn't, like, before it might have felt like, oh, we have to research these places and see if we want to go there, and we have to look at the dress code. And now it's like, yeah, let's go get dressed up and go out and eat some really good food and enjoy each other's company. Like, heck yeah, that sounds great. I do think that one thing I maybe want to do a little more of in 2023 is actually sort of sketching out the spreads before I do them, mostly because I keep finding that I'll try to do something weird with like the font that I'm trying to emulate, or here, right, I put in dump first, so I couldn't get the proper spacing between brain and dump, and then it bothered me, so I had to go back in later with sticker paper and cover it up. It was just a whole thing. You'll see this too in my book bullet journal if I actually end up uploading it. I'm honestly not sure what's going on that front, but I tried doing a fun font and it worked for one of the pens that I had, but it didn't work really well for the other one that I was using, so it ended up just looking kind of bizarre, I guess. Regardless, this spread that I'm working on right now is inspired by Joshi Koren, because she made one of these spreads in like her 13 new weekly spreads for you to try out or something or other. But it works really well for me because it really sort of evenly divides the page into 8 parts, and you can have this huge amount of decoration along the spine, which she didn't actually include that in hers. That's just sort of the part that I've added in, which that's exactly sort of how inspiration is supposed to work, right? Like, you get the idea from someone and you credit them appropriately, and then you make it your own. And so, like, this decoration along the spine is really kind of making it feel like an M spread or whatever. But also, I like to think, that the cats are out there having a little play date. And we got some of them are outdoor cats with their scarves, and some of them are indoor cats with their blankets. I am definitely an indoor cat. I'm not huge on, like, going outside all the time unless it's like perfect conditions, which I'm gonna work on that in the new year. One of my things is, like, I want to be a person who moves as opposed to my current mode of being stationary with 2 A's rather than stationary ERY. We are all stationary people in the sense that we love, paper products. But yeah, I just love adding all these little plants and these little dots. It's just so precious to me. I love it so much. I do think that in February, or maybe just in the coming weeks, I might start doing like live streaming, making spreads, or like making my bullet journal spread and then setting up my my weekly actions, just because I felt like that would be fun and, you know, give us opportunities to interact that we don't necessarily already have, but also just because then I don't have to edit. That's my secret. I hate editing. But I also don't want to, you know, sit here and be talking the entire time on a 50 or so minute video. Like with a live stream, at least I can get up and grab things, and, you know, you would potentially still be entertained because you could talk to each other, and I can, you know, see what you guys think in terms of like letting you guys pick out what I do that week for my spread. So that could be fun. And it especially becomes a lot easier because I'm only having one thing to make, like, you know, one spread, and then my weekly actions, which I'm hoping to start decorating, if I'm being honest, because I feel like that'll make it more fun. Especially the reflections. I definitely want to be making some cute reflections, because then I'll actually want to reflect on the week rather than just like not. So here on the side, what I'll end up doing later, or I don't think I do it in this spread, is adding the actual days that, you know, it is, so like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. But we've got some fun little alternating color blocking here that coordinates with the stickers, because we love color coordination. And then I'm just adding a few more little sort of like dots and snowflakes and things, just to sort of fill in a few of the blanks. And that's it. We're gonna be flipping through real soon. Can you believe it? So if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, which I hope you do, hit that subscribe button. We are getting close to 1,000 subscribers, closer than we were every other time that I said we were getting close. So, you know. So take a video that you like and send it out to all of your friends. I can't. I'm being ridiculous. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any goals for 2022 or any questions about sort of what I'm doing with my spread. Obviously, right now, I'm fixing that thing I told you about earlier because it was bugging me. Oh my god. Anything that you could possibly want or need to know is located in the description. But again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And as always, happy planning.